Welcome back to today's vlog. It's going to be vlog number 5. In today's vlog, we switched the E90's TEs to the stock wheels, and then we take off the mirror caps to sell. And then finally, we film with the loudest R8 I've ever even encountered in my life. It is a V8 R8, but it's gated manual, and yeah, it's just a really clean, underrated gen. So I feel like the V8 never gets any love because the V10 is obviously the higher, the higher trim and the higher platform. But in this video, hopefully we can see the beauties of the V8 R8, and hopefully we don't go deaf listening to it in the exhaust clip. I may or may not regret what I'm doing today. I'm going to be swapping the TEs for the homie stocks. Yeah, the TEs are nice and all, but my actual setup that I would want are BBS RIAs. And I just figured I'd size down for now to stocks and have someone else use the wheels, since I'm not really going to be using it. Not for what it's intended. These are technically stock wheels, so selling it to the homie. He just recently got the E92 M3. He actually had an F80 before, which I filmed. So now he's in an E92 M3. So hopefully he enjoys the setup, and we'll see how it looks with the stock. We're getting the rears off for test fit. TE in the front and the stock in the rear. What are we thinking? I'm gonna miss these wheels for sure, but the stocks aren't looking too bad, and they're a 19, so we're back to a 19-inch wheel. So the stocks are on the car now. It's 295 in the rear and 245 in the front. It is less aggressive, obviously, because these were more aggressive spec, but it doesn't look too bad, and his E92 looks good, so I think we're all happy here. Part 2 of taking parts off my car. We're taking off the mirror caps right now. Shout out to Spec Ring, but I'm actually going to be selling these to someone, so got to take them off. They look good. I honestly didn't expect them to look so good, but yeah, just time for a new change, so we're taking these off. So it's off, but obviously it's left some 3M residue. Hopefully this comes off easy. It doesn't look perfect because there's still some residue, but it does not have the mirror cap anymore, as you can tell. Back to the stock look. Calvin's working on the driver's side. Gotta improvise because this one didn't want to come off, so we're heating it up with this little light. Didn't really have a blow dryer right on hand, so just gonna have to make do with this one. Finally succeeded in getting this one off. There it is. Hopefully the new owner, whoever buys it from me today, enjoys it. It's pretty much for a cheap ass deal, so I'm not gonna lie, the stock look, it looks decent, but I do miss the TEs. These wheels are not as aggressive, and they honestly don't even look as close to as good, but gotta sacrifice for a greater future. So we're rocking the stocks for an indefinite period of time. Next thing that I'll be selling off the car is going to be my dual X pipe with high flow cats. So if you're interested in that, either follow me on Instagram or look out for like the Facebook Marketplace posts. I have smog coming up, and if I'm gonna do that, I might as well sell the X pipe, and I'm thinking maybe go custom exhaust, because I'm good friends with Voodoo Exhaust, and I feel like we can make a crazy custom exhaust for this car. So yeah, the next thing that will be being sold on the car will be the X pipe. I'm not reverting the car to stock to sell it. It's more so just kind of like falling back a little bit from modding the car, because I'm working on something bigger, and for now I have to take a pause on like modding my own car. So yeah, I'm sure it'll be great for the audience, and you'll definitely appreciate what I get next, so I'm excited. Why don't you introduce yourself and your car to the viewers?
What's up, guys? My name's Stuart Barrios. The car behind me is a 2009 Audi R8 Type 42 gated shifter. I've had the car for probably about 1.5 years now. Things I've done to the car, I want to say all of the Aero package, so front lip, side skirts, rear wing. There's coilovers on the car. These are my Vossen 20-inch. They're spec'd out for the car. I actually got these from a steal from Ghostworks. From there, in terms of the engine, I have a tune done by HD Tuning I did pop out the catch, so there's a little bit of flame in the car. And then from there, it's got a titanium exhaust and then carbon intake. And that's probably it. I've done some maintenance on the car. So I've done walnut blasting. You guys haven't heard of that? They open up the intake manifold. They go in there, pressurize it, clean all of the gunk off from the carbon buildup. It's supposed to give you better gas mileage and then better flow with the car, which it did. I got that work done as well as at Ghostworks. Aside from that, I love this car, man. You go to the canyons, hugs the ground, it's all-wheel drive. It's got the Quattro package and it's super loud.
So why don't you tell us a few like pros and cons with the Audi R8?
Pros, if you're a car guy and you like to go to car meets, the eyes are always on you. So that's probably one of the pros. You know, I'm into cars. I have a BMW F80. I've had a Datsun 280Z. So I've had a couple different styles from JDM to Euro and German cars. And this one, honestly, you pull up, everyone's looking. Everyone wants to know about the car. And so that's probably one of the pros. Aside from that, it sounds like a monster, like demonic. And so I love it, man. It's a gated shifter, so it's still fun. You get to mess around with it. It's not the fastest car. That's probably one of the cons. When you go to built cars and you start going high horsepower, this is not it. So there are plans in the future with the car to get me the power that I want, but for now, the con is probably that there's no power. The other thing, which comes with every lowered car, is you got to go super slow on every single bump and every dip, because I don't want to lose my front lip. And then aside from that, one of the cons actually that comes to mind is it loses oil pretty quick. And so if you're an Audi guy and you have an R8, you know what I'm talking about. I have to carry a quart of oil in the car. I just actually put half a quart yesterday. So I want to say every few weeks, maybe a month, you have to put oil in it. It's nothing crazy. It's not bad for the car. It's not burning. Maybe it's burning. I don't know what it's doing, but it's eating it. So that's probably another con. So that's carbon intake. It is the V8 model. So for all of you guys asking, is it the V10? No, it's not. So it's the R8. Here's the intake. One of the other cons is supposedly that tank back there gives out. Hasn't given out yet, but I'm in a group chat with a bunch of SoCal R8s, like 50 of them. So everyone's always telling each other what to fix before it breaks. Aside from that, pretty straightforward. Another con, brother, is in order to do anything underneath the engine, like replace the headers, if you have any issues with the cats, you have to take the entire engine out. So you can't go underneath, lift it, and replace it. Oh my gosh. Early on when I wanted to go catless, I was going to actually swap out the headers, but then they told me that you needed to take the engine out. So I said no, and so I just ended up popping the cats off from beneath. So we took the bumper out. But yeah, this is the engine bay. Carbon looks fucking sick. I did get an aftermarket wing, and so the stock wing is still in place. We notched out the grill here. This wing actually lifts, so when you're driving, you go, I believe, about 55 miles per hour. The wing does lift. So honestly, I've had the car with the wing, without the wing. It looks sick both ways. Currently though, this setup is probably the one I'm gonna stick with for a while. Everything is blacked out, emblems are blacked out, the lights are smoked out throughout, and then the exhaust tips are blacked out as well. So it does give it a more little aggressive feel to it. Like I mentioned earlier on in the video, it is a gated shifter, so 6-speed manual. Everything is analog, so it's a 2009, it's an older model. Whoever designed this did a really good job, because for 2009, it looks super clean. Everything in the dashboard is pretty much there for you. You got your RPM, everything, you know, it's kilometers and miles per hour. From there, the top liner is all Alcantara. So everything in the car is pretty much leather and Alcantara. Shout out to Slow Boys Detail. These guys gave me the little stripes today. So looking really good. I do have a radar detector to make sure I'm driving the speed limit at all times.
Alright, so I'm gonna get some driving footage, of course. This is my first time in an R8, and it's gated manual, so that's a treat. Very excited. Oh man, that Karen was pissed. Oh my god, this has got to be one of the loudest cars I've ever filmed. This is loud, man. Yeah.
After 3,000 oh, there goes that. Yeah. After 3,000 to 4,000 RPM, yeah, it starts to pop. But what happens is when it's coming down and it gets to 4, it stops. So you think it stops, but really what it's doing is it's loading a freaking pop, and then at 3-ish, it just fucking boom goes off. Holy shit!
What are your future plans with the Audi R8?
All right, so future plans. If you see me at a car meet, you're gonna know. Ghostworks is gonna be installing a nitrous kit, and so the tank's gonna go in the front, and then from there, they're also doing some nice little like neon lights. So the trunks or engine bay is gonna have lights, and then the front is gonna have lights too. Purge lines are gonna be coming out the front here. And then they're also going to be coming out the top here. Ooh. So if you guys ever seen the Fast and the Furious movie, when Brian O'Connor comes in and he's shooting, he's purging out, I'm going to be doing that off the front. And then if you're too far away, you're still going to see it because it's going to be shooting up the top. So those are probably in the next, I want to say like 2 weeks. The kit should be arriving this week, if not next week. And then it's a 1-day install for everything. So 2 weeks or so, you might see it online. From there, future plans. I want big power. I have another car with big power, but why not have two? So I'm either going to go the route of VF Engineering and do the supercharger kit and just a tune, or I might go twin turbo. Might go that route, but I don't know yet. So we'll stay tuned on that one. That's probably not for like another year, I want to say. First shout out is going to go to Ghostworks, Will and the gang out there. These guys have taken care of the car. If you guys like communication with the shop, they send you videos literally during the process. If they find anything, car's immaculate. Got me super good deals on pretty much a lot of the parts on the car. So shout out to Ghostworks. Shout out to my detailer, Slow Boys. His name's Rafael. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll give you guys his information. My Instagram is Stewart_Barrios with a B. And then also shout out to my supplement brand with me and my brother Steven. It's called Historic Labs. You guys can find us on Instagram as well. We do pre-workouts, creatine, and other supplements.
I'll link all his socials and everything in the description. So if you're interested in following along with his journey, maybe getting some gains or something, he has a supplement company. I'll link everything down below, but hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.